City Island is a neighborhood in the northeastern Bronx, New York City, located on the island of the same name, approximately 1.5 miles long by 0.5 miles wide. City Island is located at the extreme western end of Long Island Sound, south of Pelham Bay Park, and east of Eastchester Bay. At one time, the island was incorporated within the boundaries of the town of Pelham in Westchester County, New York, but the island has been part of New York City since the late 19th century. City Island is the part of the Pelham Islands, a group of islands that once belongs to Thomas Pell. The body of water between City Island and even smaller, uninhabited Hart Island to the east is known as City Island Harbor. The small island adjacent to the northeast is High Island. The stepping stone lies, marking the main shipping channel into the New York, is off the southern tip of City Island near the Long Island shore. As of 2020 census, the island had a population of 4,470. Its land area is 0.395 square miles. The island is the part of Bronx community. District 10 and its zip code is 10464. Prior to European colonization, the island known as City Island was inhabited by Native Americans, possibly the Wishkoscatla band of the Lenape people who left shell maidens, indicating that they had gathered, cooked, and consumed oysters and clams on the island. The island was part of a very large property, about 50,000 acres, to which the English physicians Thomas Pell established ownership in a treaty signed by five Lenape Samis in 1654. Pelham Cemetery. The island, known by different names including Minoids, Milford, Maniafe, Great Mulberry Island, was purchased in 1761 by Benjamin Farmer of New York, who planned to make it a major seaport in western Long Island Sound. Farmer changed the name to the New City Island, later dropping the New. Up to this point, the island had been inhabited by only a few homes and farms. It had a population of about 1,000 people who tended farms and livestock. Farmer had the vision of developing the island into a port which could rival that of New York. He knew the ships heading north and south for City Island using Long Island Sound as a safe inshore waterway. He envisioned shipyard and stores there that could cater the ships. He went as far as to have the island mapped out with different blocks designed as a shipyard, dock, business, farms, homes, schools, and house of worship, along with streets, forts, and access road. Benjamin Farmer appealed to the British Crown and received latest patent that covered the ownership of waterfront properties 400 feet out from the high tide mark underwater and around the perimeter of the island. This patent, known as Farmer Grant, is unique to the City Island. It has been contested in courts since, but has always been upheld. Farmer is also responsible for changing name from Minifi Island to City Island in anticipation things to come. Farmer's visions never fully materialized. However, as the timing just before the American Revolution halted all progress, and the war depleted the capital of Farmer and his investors. It would be another 60 years before the island again started to be developed, when Western pilot of railgates, a set of nearby narrows, and eventually shipbuilders arrived and introduced these industries. In 1819, City Island was annexed to the town of Pelham, Westchester County. It narrowly voted to become a part of New York City in 1895 in exchange for a new bridge to the mainland, and was consolidated as a part of the Bronx in 1898. The island continued to host harbor defense through the year 20th century. In the mid 20th century, City Island developed as a shipbuilder community before becoming a day tripper's destination. City Island has generally remained sparsely developed with a suburban feel. A 43-unit condo complex called on a Sound, built in 2015, was the first major residential project on the island since around 2000. According to the local tradition, anyone actually born on the island is known as clam digger. The City Island resident not born on the island is known as a mussel sucker. For census purposes, the New York City government classifies City Island as a part of the largest neighborhood population area called Pelham Bay County Club City Island. As of the 2020 census, the island had a population of 4,417. Based on the data from the 2010 United States Census, the population of Pelham Bay County Club City Island was 26,583, a decrease of 557 from the 27,140 counted in 2000, covering an area of 917 acres. The neighborhood had a population density of 29 inhabitants per acre. The racial makeup of the Pelham Bay County Club City Island neighborhood was 62% white, 2.9% African American, Native American was 3.6%, and Pacific Island was 0.4% from other races, 0.9% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any races were 29.9% of the populations. Looking southwest at Marino and distant Throx next bridge the entirely community district 10, which comprises City Island, Co-op City, County Club, Pelham Bay, Sugar Valley, Throx, and the Westchester Square had 121,868 inhabitants as of New City Health's 2018 Community Health Profiles, with an average life expectancy of 81.1 years. This is about the same as the median life expectancy of 81 for all New City neighborhoods. Most inhabitants are youth and middle-aged adults. 20% are between the ages of between 0 to 17, 26% between 25 and 44, 27% between 45 and 64. The ratio of college-aged and elderly residents were lower at 9% and 18% respectively. As of 2017, the median household income in Community District 10 was $59,522. In 2018, an estimated 40% resident of Community District 10 lived in poverty, compared to 25% in all of Bronx and 20% in all of New York City. 1 in 11 residents, 9% were unemployed, compared to 13% Bronx and 9% in New York City. Rent burden, or percentage of residents who have difficulties paying the rent, is 45% in Community District 10 compared to the worldwide and citywide rates of 58% and 51% respectively. Based on this calculation, as of 2018, Community District 10 is considered high income relative to the rest of the city and not gentrifying.